Today we are in Philippi, West Virginia. This is the site of the first land battle of the Civil War. The reason that I wanted to come here was mainly to check out the covered bridge. Oh boy, I see some geese up here. They may have a little bit of a standoff. They got their gang too. I don't know if they're Crips or Bloods or what they are. Hello folks, I'm out here today in a somewhat historic place. I'm going to check out this road real quick, but today we are in Philippi, West Virginia. This is the site of the first land battle of the Civil War, and the reason that I wanted to come here was mainly to check out the covered bridge that they have here in Philippi. I have no clue where I'm going, but this is a public water access. We're riding along here on the Tigris River, and I can see some people out standing in the middle of it doing a little bit of fishing. So for those of you that watched my Zoom seat post video, I commandeered it from Lisa's bike. I don't know if she knows that or not, but I put it on my bike today to see, just to do a little riding with it and see how it does. The problem that I have is I forgot to adjust it. So it's adjusted for a much lighter person than me. So I'm not sure how it's going to work for me. I may try to stop back at the truck here in just a few minutes and see if I have something that'll fit in that hole, and maybe a key or something that might allow me to stiffen the spring up just a little bit. But this is the fishing and boating access area. Well, this is kind of, had no idea this was down here, a little boat ramp. Oh, this is interesting. I've never been in this area before, and have no, looks like that road's got a cable across it, so tell you what, I'm gonna have to stop and raise this seat just a little bit. Okay. All right, I'm back. I had to raise the seat because I've got the zoom set on a lesser weight setting. It's scrunching me down more than normal, so I had to raise it up a little bit higher. Here's the funny thing, though. Well, first of all, Michael Milan left a comment. He's got a Zoom seat post on his electric bike, and I was under the impression that the Zoom seat post bottomed out at the bottom of a sticker that was up near the top, near where it connects to the seat. And mine kind of was stopping there. The problem is, well, he told me that that's not the bottom out point. Actually, it would go above the sticker. And there's some guys walking in the river, fishing in the river. Anyway, he told me that his sticker was torn up, which meant I had another ½ inch of travel. So I guess what was happening with me was that sticker was thick enough to where it was kind of stopping the seat from going up and down. So what I did was I went on and peeled that off this morning, and even on this looser setting that I have for Lisa, I've got a little bit of travel, which kind of shocks me. So when I get back to the truck here, I'm going to stop and see if I can adjust that a little bit tighter, and we'll see if it works better. It should, and if it does, that'll make me happy, because that'll mean that this Zoom seat post would be good for a 300-pounder. So I'll come back here to the seat, and then the next thing that you'll see is me over there by the covered bridge. I'm going to stop and I'll try to ride across it. It's pretty nice. And if you look off here in the distance, you can see it. It's actually been rebuilt a couple times. It's caught on fire and burnt. Most of the exterior stuff that you see is brand new. But we'll get back to that. I'm going to see if I can adjust the seat post just a little bit, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I'm back. And here is the covered bridge in Philippi, West Virginia. Again, this is the site of the first land battle of the Civil War. Let's see. So the battle was in 1861. And if you want to read that, you can pause the video and take a look at it. But yeah, this bridge has caught on fire a couple times. There's a gas station, a BP, right up there. There was a vehicle that had a gas leak. They filled up, came through here. The gas tank was spilling gas. Someone came through here with something dragging the ground, created a spark, caught this thing on fire. You can see some arches on the outside. Those are original. Those and some of the supporting members are the only thing that lasted, and everything else pretty much had to be redone. I've been riding across that bridge since I was a baby, because I was born here in Philippi. And back then, pretty much everything was totally original. Until the fateful day that vehicle caught it on fire. And I think that was back in the 80s, maybe. But we will kind of take a quick ride down this way and see what this goes to. Oh, access to the river, I suppose. A little boat ramp. Kind of neat. And the water's pretty low today. So yeah, I was able to tighten the seat up a bit, and I have to say, I think my opinion just might change on this Zoom seat post for us 300-pounders. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll try and see if I can go up here and ride through the bridge. As long as nobody's coming in behind me. It looks to be pretty safe, so we'll go on through. This is pretty cool, isn't it? And so here you can see these arch members here. Those are all original to the Civil War era. You can actually still see where they were kind of burnt just a little bit. And get out of the road here for a second. And this is kind of known as the Historic District, even though it's not very big. There's a museum over here. It's got some Civil War memorabilia in it. Information about the bridge and the war that was fought here. Huh, see a little bike path. Let's see where this goes. By the way, these W's, I was told by Law Dog on a previous video that that was to let the engineers know when to blow their whistle when they were getting ready to come to an intersection. Oh boy, I see some geese up here. We may have a little bit of a standoff. We'll see how this goes. I don't know, geese, they got their gang too. I don't know if they're Crips or Bloods or what they are. But I'm going to try to ride right through the middle of them. Hey geese. Hey geese. Hey there. I tell you what, we're in a pretty nice part of the state. People are real friendly and everything, so the geese seem to be a little bit nicer here. I see a walking trail sign. I'm not sure where the trail is, but so we'll kind of take a little bit of a tour around Philippi, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know where the walking trail is. Well, I guess I'm going to try to go on back through these geese again. Meep meep. Excuse me, geese. Coming through. I guess you just have to kind of move slow. Oh, they're hissing at me. Oh boy. I tell you, those geese hiss. They sound like a snake. Kind of scary. But this is a real nice, sleepy type community. We're here on Sunday afternoon, so there's not a lot of folks out on Sundays around this area. Now I looked on my, okay, I went through just a pretty nice bump right there. And this zoom seat post is definitely working for me. And at my size, I mean, unless you're over 300 pounds, I'd say this thing will work for you. I'll leave this in the description again below the video if you're interested, a little link to it. This is a one-way street and I probably shouldn't enter, but I'm on a bicycle and who really cares after all? There's nobody hardly out today. Yeah, bikes can get along with a lot in this state, especially in these smaller towns. I know people get on me for blowing through stop signs sometimes and not following traffic laws. But you have to understand, I'm in West Virginia. I'm in a very small town, and as long as you're not hurting anybody, nobody really cares, to be honest with you. I always make sure there's nothing coming, and all of that. I had another thing I wanted to discuss, and it's the comments. I've had a couple subscribers. One of them's 56 Crown Vic, saying that he put a comment down and came back to it and it was gone. And I noticed Extreme Fight put a comment, or I got an email notification that he had left a comment. I saw the first couple words of it, and so I went to the channel and it said no comment available. I'm not sure why comments are getting deleted. I'm not doing it. Believe me, I'm not doing it. Also, believe me when I tell you, I respond to every comment that's left for me. I reply to, or at least like or heart it, if it doesn't really require much of a response, just to acknowledge, because I like to acknowledge everybody that leaves a comment, that takes the time out to leave a comment. And most times they're very good comments, very helpful comments. But I wanted just to let you know, if I don't reply or acknowledge in some way your comment, that means it's probably didn't get through. It got deleted. I overlooked it by mistake. But if it happens and you don't see a reply within 24 hours, just try to leave it again. I promise I'll read and get to every comment, unless we get so many subscribers and commenters that I just can't. But as of now, I'm able to get to all the comments. And it bothers me that they get taken off for some reason, and I have no idea why. So, see what they have on this side. So this is a Vietnam era veteran monument for the people in Barber County. And POWs and such. This is a really nice place here in Philippi. I was born here, and actually in Alderson Broaddus Hospital, the college here in town. Both my parents were there at college, and this is where I was born. So Philippi holds a little bit of a soft spot for me. Even though I've never actually lived in Philippi. We lived out of this town a little ways until I was about 2, and then we moved to southern West Virginia. But anyway, I don't know, maybe we'll take a quick spin around Philippi and see if anything's going on here in town. And again, to Michael Milan, thank you for telling me that I was not bottoming out, and that sticker, it gave me the idea that that sticker was keeping me from getting the full effect of the suspension. I took that, like I said, I took that sticker off, and now I'm getting a lot of cushion, and it really helps going over bumps. So the only thing I need to work on now is getting my seat at the right height, because whenever I set it up to the height that I need, but then I sit on it and it mashes down. So you've got to actually set it up a lot higher than you feel like you need it to ride. And you sit on it, it mashes down, then you feel like you're squatting down too much. I'm kind of taking a back alley road. This is behind all the stuff, just to see what's going on back here. You never know what you're going to see when you come through the back alleys. But we'll come back, go back toward the bridge on Main Street once we get up here. United States Post Office, pretty big post office for Philippi. But I guess it's the main post office for the whole county. So I guess it makes sense. You know, I've also been asked, have I let air out of my tires to help with the bumps? And I really haven't. My reasoning is because with my weight, if I let air out of the tires, I feel like it's really going to hurt my battery life. And I'd rather have more battery life than a softer ride, I suppose, with my size whenever I have to go up and down these hills and things. So that's the main reason I haven't really let any air out. I've got them, I think, about the max at about 30 pounds. I may have to trade seats with Lisa because hers doesn't squeak at all when I go over bumps like mine's doing. Pretty nice. Alright, this is kind of just going through town. Not a lot to see here, so I think I'll turn around and head back. Yeah, as you can see, Philippi's a pretty sleepy town, especially on Sundays. It's pretty barren. These are hard-working folks that live around here. A lot of coal mining and lumber industry people. And they work hard during the week. And they really do use Sundays for a day of rest around here. And right there's the City Hall. Very old building. Dates back at least to the early to mid 1800s. Just kind of go around it, see what's happening. Like I said, there's not a soul out in town today. A few vehicles. So anyway, I guess we'll just go on back. We'll go back through the bridge. See what it's like going back through. Got a red light. So I guess I'll just turn right on red here. Here, parking lot. Let's see. Just kind of go in the back way here. So they are closed today, like everything else in town pretty much. And we'll kick it up and we will go back through the bridge here. I hope this shows up. They've actually put a sprinkler system in. If you can see the red pipes above me to keep it from burning down again. So yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the little tour around Philippi. A little glimpse of the Philippi Covered Bridge, site of the first land battle of the Civil War. And I appreciate everybody leaving their comments and all the subscribers and new subscribers. Please subscribe if you haven't. Doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the little red subscribe button and come back and we will explore new areas together and have a good conversation on them after they're posted. So until next time, I appreciate everybody watching. Have a great evening. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.